name's Nick Sharp. I'm what they call a PI. That means private investigator for those of you who are too slow to recognize it from its countless movie character shows like Mike Hammer. Stacy Keach. What the hell did he know about the private investigation business anyway? And for those of you who are still in the dark, I'll make things real simple for you. I'll tell you what. I'll even spell it out for you. My profession, it's very cut and dry. I enforce the law, just like regular cops do. But I don't drag my ass through 3 miles of red tape every day to do it. I work under the law, not above it. The bottom line is, I'll take any case, no matter how big, small, as long as there's money involved. Speaking of which, I'm at the end of my rope right now. I'm down to my last bottle of 10 High. There's only 5 packs of cigarettes in my carton. There's a 6-pack of A&W in the fridge. I'm down to my last 3 light plain t-shirts. What I need, more than anything else right now, you guessed it, a job. Well, my. Now ain't this a tall glass of scotch and water? Let me tell you something. I've had all kinds of broads coming out of my life. But this one here, well, this broad is something else. If looks could kill right now, well, I guess I'd be dead, now wouldn't I? It's not the legs, or smell, or even an incredible taste and fashion that gets to me. It's her curlers. There's nothing on this earth that can turn a man on like a good set of hair curlers.
Mr. Sharp.
First things first, honey. Just what kind of broad are you? Are you the cold, manipulative, femme fatale type? Or are you just the dumb as a box of rocks sex object type?
That's really none of your business, Mr. Sharp. I'm just a girl with a problem that'll take the police too long to solve. That's why I'm here to see you.
What's your name, honey?
Tiffany. Tiffany Jackson.
This broad is really getting to me. Just look at her mouth. Now there's a broad who knows how to wear lipstick. Well, Miss Jackson, you've come to the right place. Won't you step into my office?
Don't mind if I do.
Now, what can I do for you?
My husband. He's been missing for 5 days now.
I should have figured as much. I'm down on my luck, and this hot broad steps in. I think things are gonna change. She comes in here, turns me on, and then tells me she's got a husband. At least I'll finally get some money in my pocket.
Mr. Sharp, there's something you should know.
You can't afford to pay me now, can you? I'm such a sucker for broads. So I lived on my uncle's farm until I was 18. I moved off the farm and eventually got a life of my own. I moved to the city. That's where I became a PI.
What happened with your uncle's farm?
Oh, it was no big problem, really. He was just... didn't like the way I was handling one of his sheep.
Why, you weren't mistreating it, were you?
No, it was nothing like that. Just... Ma'am, I wish you would never ask me about this again. You know, problems on my uncle's farm. Just don't ask. End of discussion.
Oh, okay.
I told Miss Jackson that I'd take her case first thing in the morning. Besides, I'm too thrashed right now to really give a shit anyway. Tiffany gave me this coffee table magazine that belongs to her husband. I got an address on the back cover. It's the only clue I'm operating from right now. I've got my piece ready. There's no telling what kind of scum this broad's husband was involved with. I hope there's gonna be trouble. I don't want this thing to be resolved without at least a little violence. After all, I haven't shot my gun in over a year. That's way too long not to shoot a piece, especially in my business.
What do you want to know?
What you want?
Is this 1688 Rossini?
What are you, the repo man? I got the Thursday!
Worse, I'm a private eye. So, why is your address on this smut magazine of John Jackson's?
I don't have to tell you nothing, you filthy bugger! I've seen it on the people's court. I'm gonna haul your ass into court and sue you for every penny you got. You could lose your job!
Are you gonna answer the question, or do I have to resort to more physical violence?
I'm not answering nothing to you, rat!
Lucky for me, I cut down to 2 packs a day. Otherwise, I never would have been able to catch this punk. He said he wouldn't talk, but I had a special method of torture planned out. Just for a weasel like him. This is for making me exercise.
Ow!
I exercise. I say exercise. I've been using the skinny guy as my own personal ashtray for the past 2 hours, and now he still isn't talking. I've got to give him credit, though. He looks like nothing, but he sure does have endurance. So you ready to talk yet?
Oh, what are you gonna do? Burn me again? Ooh, yeah, big man. Go ahead, burn me again. Oh, yeah, burn me again. I'll be ready to talk then. Ooh, big man. You've almost done all your cigarettes. You've only got about 3 left. Yeah, what do you got, 3 left? Hell, you're probably out of your whole damn pack.
Wrong. I'm fresh out of this pack. But I got another one.
No. I'll talk.
Yeah, I thought
I'll
you
talk.
would.
Okay, so this guy. Who's this guy you're looking for?
John Jackson?
Yeah, John Jackson. Okay. He's dead.
What?
John was like a new boy. And, he was gonna come over to my house to, watch the game, and we traded magazines, you see, and, so he had my address written down on his magazine. That's how come he had my address on that little spanky bag.
Get to the point. Tell me how he died.
Okay. So we were all over at Danny Boy's place, right? You know, hanging out, watching football, doing all that good guy stuff. You know, just like we do all the time. And, something happened. It should never have happened.
And what might that have been?
Well, the 49ers played the Vikings.
Oh, yeah. I caught that game. The 49ers whipped some ass.
That's the problem, you see. Half of us are divided. John, Clark, and me are all 49ers fans. Skinny, Jake, and Danny Boy are all, Vikings fans. What happened is that John and Jake put the pink slips of their cars on the game. You got to understand, these guys are die-hard football fans. Danny Boy and John, they were really wrapped up in the game, and they started kind of, fighting about it, getting like into fisticuffs, which is, it's nothing too normal, because, that's how we are, a couple punches here, punches there, doesn't matter too much. And Danny Boy and John, they're going at it, but you see, Danny Boy got John down on the ground, and that's usually when one of us, like, we spank him, or like, give him a noogie or something. But Danny Boy, the phone was right there, and he grabs the phone, wraps it around his neck, and starts just strangling him. And Danny Boy's strangling John there, and he's got him down on the ground strangling him. And all of John's blood vessels are gonna pop out of his head, and his eyeballs like all bugging out, all crazy, like, right? The deal was, like, we thought that maybe, like, John would just, like, pass out, because sort of like a, hold his neck like a sleeper hold, right? But the guy wouldn't pass out, so Danny Boy picks up this lamp kind of thing, starts beating him over the head with it, just to get him out.
And what, may I ask, were you doing while all of this was happening?
Well, it all happened so fast, and I bet the spread.
I see.
Okay, so after all this had happened, Danny Boy was kind of in shock, because, we thought he was just, like, they were beating on each other a little, and all of a sudden John's just like, it's looking like he's dead there, and he's bleeding all over the place, and Danny Boy's just spent. And so it's at this point where Skippy just takes over. Skippy comes in and says, we'll take care of this. And, we all swore never to talk about any of this, So Skippy Boy took over, and we took him in the bathroom to put him in the tub to kind of like contain all the bleeding, because we didn't know what else to do.
So then what happened?
Nothing happened after that. That's what happened.
No, the body. What happened to the body?
The body's still laying in the house, man. It's not garbage day till Tuesday.
Wait a minute, you're telling me there's a corpse in your friend's house, and they're not going to take it out because it's not garbage day?
Hey, man, I tell you what, you been over that house? There's rules in that house that we abide by. And nothing in that house gets taken out till Tuesday, garbage day, nothing. Corpses are no exception. Oh, man. Yeah, sure.
I thank the skinny little redneck for the information, for his cooperation in doing so, and once again for making me run to catch his ass.
Oh, you nasty man!
I'm sorry to disturb you at home, Mr. Sharp, but I had to see you.
Please, call me Nick. Won't you sit down? Is there something troubling you, Miss Jackson?
No, not really. It's just I'm anxious is all. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I know it's still early, Nick, but have you found anything about my husband?
Mrs. Jackson, I want you to brace yourself. I don't know any other way to say it, so I'll just come right out and say it. I believe your husband is dead.
What do you mean you believe he's dead?
Miss Jackson, nothing is for sure until I've seen a body. But that's what I've been told anyway.
So then it's true.
I can't tell you at this point in time. I won't know anything out until tomorrow morning. But what I can tell you is that I'll find every last son of a bitch involved, and then I'll make him pay like he's never paid before.
You're a good man, Mr. Sharp.
Mrs. Jackson, you're a very sexy broad. But you're also a very married broad.
Nick, I don't want to be alone tonight. Could I stay with you?
Miss Jackson, I'm a sleazy guy, but I'm not that sleazy. Good night, Mrs. Jackson.
Nick!
I'll see you in the morning. Oh, it's you. What the hell do you think you're doing, poking your nose around my personal property? Detective Harry Dick?
It's Officer Harold Becker to you, Nick, and I just came by to talk to you.
I'm here. Doc.
Funny thing happened. We find a guy in a dumpster with 40 cigarette burns all over his body. Says he was tortured, but he won't tell us who.
You accusing me?
This has got your style written all over it, Nick. You better keep your nose clean. Real clean.
Oh, now you're gonna threaten me.
Just because you have a license doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Licenses can be taken away just as easily as they're given.
Oh, and now you're gonna threaten my business?
Nothing but a drunk, washed up private dick.
That's it, you stuck Irish pig. Okay, so you're not Irish, but you're still a stuck pig. Look, Harold, I'm onto something big here. This is murder we're talking about. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go.
Okay, but I'm driving.
No, I'm driving.
You think I'd let a drunk like you drive?
I'm okay. I've only have a half a bottle.
Half a bottle? It's not even 9 a.m. yet.
Exactly.
So, do you know where you're going?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Now, when we get there, let me handle things, okay? None of this Mike Hammer bullshit you're always doing. Everything's nice and legal-like. By the book.
Yeah, I've got the book. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, Danny boy.
What?
That body's starting to stink. You should get rid of it.
Just keep drinking. After a while, you won't smell anything.
I'm serious. That body's starting to reek. You should get it the hell out of here.
Do you mind? I'm on the can here.
The book? Shit. That's where you probably learned all that you know is from a book.
What do you mean? I read the book.
Sure you did. Mickey Mouse's Guide to Detective Work.
So it works.
I'll tell you what. You leave the real crime investigating to us boys in blue.
You know, being a private detective, you get your friend benefits. You got your broads, your dames in distress. You get your booze anytime you want it.
Well, maybe if you ain't gonna take the body out, you should make yourself scarce for a few days.
What are you trying to say, Jake? You saying I should get out of my own house?
Look, Danny boy, you just killed a man. His body's in your shower, and the cops are gonna come looking for him. And it might not be a bad idea if you ain't around when they do.
Anybody's getting out of my house, it's you freeloading bastard.
Freeloading?
It's bad enough you're a 49ers fan. Now you gotta drink all my beer, too?
There's already one dead body in your shower. Don't make there be another.
What are you saying? You saying you can kick my ass?
I'm saying once you brought the 49ers into it, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Is this the place?
No, I'm just going over to Grandma's house to drop off a pack of smokes. Let's go, Copper.
Remember, no matter what happens, we go by the book.
I've got a better idea. On the count of 3, I'm gonna kick in the door. We'll go in there, shooting like John Wayne.
We can't do that. We don't even have a warrant.
Well, if we don't have a warrant, we might as well throw the rest of the book out the window, too.
All right. On one condition.
What's that?
I get to kick down the door. Shit, I haven't kicked down a door in years.
It's fine by me.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
The husband. It's the husband. Nicely packed on ice, I might say. Care for a cold one? It's the husband.
So it's true then.
I'm afraid so, Mrs. Jackson. The scene was very graphic. Everybody was dead. and I found your husband, just like the skinny little redneck that I tortured said I would. The police will want you to go down to the station tomorrow and identify the body. Miss Jackson, if there's anything I can do for you, anything at all.
Oh, Nick! I'm sorry, Nick. I'm not much of an actress.
What are you trying to say, Mrs. Jackson?
It's Miss Jackson now, Nick. What I'm trying to say is I never really loved my husband. In fact, I'm glad he's dead.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm saying that my husband had a pretty large life insurance policy set up by his parents. We were poor, but his parents sure ain't. That's why I married him. They offered to give us money after the wedding, but John wouldn't take a dime. Said he was too proud. Too stupid if you ask me. But since I kissed so much ass and played the part of a sweet, loving wife to the T, they poured money into John's life insurance fund. After all, they wanted to make sure I was taken care of. But I couldn't just kill my husband. I had to distance myself away from the crime.
Let Danny boy do it for you, huh?
That's right, Nick.
That's Mr. Shop's you now, babe.
That's right, Nick. I hired Danny boy to kill my husband, which wasn't all that difficult, because they didn't like each other anyways. Hell, all it cost him was a little Schmidt beer and a carton of Sundance cigarettes.
Hey, that's more than I got for this case.
He was supposed to make it look like an accident, but...
But it wasn't an accident, was it, Mrs., or should I say, Miss Jackson? Danny boy killed your husband before he planned to, just because he couldn't keep his temper over a football game. Isn't that just like a redneck to kill a man over a football game?
Couldn't have worked out any better, Nick. With a household full of dead bodies, the police will just pass it off as a redneck rampage. Takes all blame off of me.
And to think I was starting to fall for this broad.
And if the police do investigate...
All they'll find is a young, innocent woman who covered all the right bases to deny involvement in her husband's murder, including hiring a private investigator to do everything he could to find her husband, who coincidentally was dead at the time he was hired.
You're a smart man, Mr. Sheriff.
You lied to me, Miss Jackson. You told me you weren't the femme fatale type. There's one thing I don't get, though. You have me suckered. The cops have no suspicion. You could have gotten away with it. So why the hell did you tell me?
Because I love you, Nick.
Honey, you sure have a funny way of showing it.
And because you're a man. All men are scum, Nick. All they do is lie, cheat, steal, fool around, beat you up. I can't go through with this anymore, Nick. We have to end this somehow. The only way to end this is for you to die. And for me to live the rest of my life all alone without men. But it won't matter, because I'll be filthy rich doing it, baby.
It's always about money with you broads, isn't it? You forgot about one thing, though. How you gonna cover up my murder?
That's easy, Nick. How many people around here want to see you dead? Cops won't even know where to start.
Shit, that's true.
Ah, man, I hate you! Die, bastard! Scum, I hate you!
Damn crazy broad. First she gives me a case without paying me a cent. Then she turns me on, and I can't do anything about it, because she has a husband. Then to make things worse, she turns out to be a manipulative psycho bitch. My luck with broads has been on a serious downhill slide lately. Oh well. Maybe I should take out the trash. On second thought, maybe I'll let that wait until garbage day.
Would you care to explain why you stayed up all night and and drank while you were supposed to get up early in the morning and do a movie?
We had to drink the prop.
Uh-huh. Where's the Okay, here's my other actor. Would you please remove the sheet? Would you care to explain?
My name is Adam Cole.
Would you care to explain, Ben, why you stayed out all night drinking, ruining my movie? We were supposed to get up in the morning, and now you're going to have to work with a hangover. Would you care to explain this to the audience?
My name is Adam Cole.
Okay, Ben, are you ready to start this movie now? I mean, are you sure there isn't anything else you need, like an Evian water or some McDonald's, maybe?
McDonald's.
How horrid is it?
Pretty bad.
Easy, no good, 2 bucket of chicken eating, 4-pack of beer drinking before 9 a.m. drinking, private eye. And those are your good points.
Preparing for the hurl scene,
Can you get that?
which is cream of mushroom soup.
Ben?
Is there something troubling you, Miss Jackson?
No, not really, Nick. I'm just anxious is all.
Are your boobs bigger?
Stop it! We're never gonna get this done, you bastard.
Fool. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat this fly, right? I'm gonna throw it out.
Where'd he go? Help!
What are you though, like the Repo Man or something? I got till Thursday.
Wes, I'm a private eye.
And you
Okay,
can tell
take it
the
from-
wussy in accounting I got till Thursday. And if my horse comes in, I got a bet on the Monday night game.
Action! Dumbasses. Okay, that's not gonna work.
I just read them. There's one thing I don't get, though. You have me completely suckered.
Keanu Reeves School of Acting dropout.
Okay, I got a suggestion. Why don't we make the movie better than the outtakes?
Right.
Yeah, just.
I don't know what I'm saying!
He was supposed to make.
Nobody is cooperating with me.
Shut
Thank
up.
you.
Shut up.
My husband had a very large life insurance policy that his parents would put money into. I don't know what to say. I want my lines! I cannot act! I can't focus! I need to regurgitate! I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I need my lines. You have to put that in your little clips. I'm like the snooty actress now.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Shannon Doherty to you.
Tori Spelling.
You could go that. There you go.
Oh. Track over.
Actually, Shannon,